probably as distinguished a collection of guests as we've ever had, and I'm going to try my best right now just to run through some of those names. You don't have to stand at this point, but some of these folks I'm going to ask to come up and say a few words later. First and foremost, the best mayor in the state of Rhode Island, Mr. Joe Polisena, is here. The Director of Department of Labor and Training, our former Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Charles Fogarty, is here. And speaking a little more about the town of Johnston, just to give you an idea of the support that this incredible town has and the sense of community, on very little notice, we already have today that have showed and have pushed aside their schedules. Our council president, Mr. Russo, is here. Eileen Fuoco is here. Our state representatives, John Carnevale, Mele is here. And from our school committee, one of the things that we take great pride in here at the Hurd Auto Mall and our organization is supporting the local, not only youth sports, but the schools. We have a very, very strong bond with the Johnston School Department and the Johnston School System, and our chairman of the school committee is here, Miss Janice. In addition, we have the Chief of Staff for Senator Whitehouse, George Cavallo. Well, this is great. You guys woke up today and you're going to listen to a car salesman. What's better than that? It was in 1935 that my grandfather literally risked every penny he had to start a little company called Hurd and Goldberg. Now, if you have heard of that name, Hurd and Goldberg, you are an original Rhode Islander, because it has not been Hurd and Goldberg since 1935. But it's pretty neat because to this day, we get checks made out to Hurd and Goldberg. So it's a real honor to be serving the children and the grandchildren of people that my grandfather and my father served, first in Cranston, and for the last 22 years, the best move we've probably ever made was moving to the town of Johnston. So, Johnston is our home. This is where we hired a Rhode Island contractor. We had actually more Massachusetts contractors bid on this job than Rhode Island contractors. I'm not sure why that is. But we made it a point to hire a Rhode Island contractor who is hiring Rhode Island subcontractors. And we hired a Rhode Island architect who is amazing, out of the tropical town of Woonsocket, Mr. Dan Pellerin, who has hired a Rhode Island engineer as well. So all the money, in excess of $4 million we'll be spending here, is staying in our state. And I think that's worth not only sharing with you and sharing with the rest of Rhode Island, but for our team here and the 110 employees we have here, we're very proud of that. We want to support our local economy. We want to support the people that come here and are recognized. Over here to my right are just a few members. We have 110 employees here. We have a leadership team of about 15. Some of them are here. Mrs. Bowen is right here in the black, and here we got David and Chris and Shane and Jack and Ron and Tom and Al. So just a few, but obviously none of this happens without the efforts and dedication from people like this that we are blessed to work with. And our entire management team is Wendy Bowen here, our general manager. That's right, this is a car dealership and the general manager is a woman. For those of you who have not had the pleasure of doing business with us, that's a very unusual thing. So you're standing in one of the largest General Motors dealerships in New England, and it's run by a woman. Think about that. That's pretty neat. At her side, in the sling, Al Martin, our CFO. We are really, really excited about this project. Yeah, it's a little scary maybe to be so aggressive about the future, but we are bullish on the Rhode Island economy. We are bullish on the town of Johnston. There's amazing things that have happened here since Mayor Polisena and this town council have taken over. And I just want to say publicly, I'm betting on that. We're all betting on that. And you're going to see probably the most special, most beautiful, most efficient automobile facilities anywhere. We did that for our customers, we've done that for our employees, and we're doing that for our town, and also, of course, General Motors.
So this is really important for our town. Once again, Chris, I want to thank you so very much for having faith and trust in this community. Thank you so much.
This is important for a variety of reasons. That $4 million is going to put some construction folks back to work. And as Director of Labor and Training, I know that's one of our hardest hit industries in Rhode Island, so that'll be good. And those folks are going to spend money here in Johnston at the various restaurants and other things. You have the suppliers, the architects, all of that is going to reverberate in the community, I think, and in the state as well. But I think even most important is that voter confidence, because we need some good news. A lot of good things happening. We need some good news for our state, and I think this is a great thing. Chris, in the end, hopefully you're going to be adding more people on.
We will be.
And more importantly, selling more cars. And when you sell more cars, the state gets more tax revenue. So this is an incredible win-win situation all around. We wish you much success.
And other towns and communities across the state that are struggling, and most towns have the color red, deficit red, whereas we have construction yellow in our town. And we've been fortunate for that because it's an ongoing process here, and I'm not going to jinx us, but we're going to have some construction down the road, another grand opening pretty soon. We've been nothing but fortunate to have people have confidence to come to this town, provide jobs. Like Mr. Fogarty said, not only does this bring tax revenue, but it brings people from outside of Johnston into Johnston and spend their dollars.
No, actually, I just want to say that I'm very proud to be a member of the General Motors family. GM is back, and our dealers are giving back. I was talking to the mayor earlier. I could write a book, okay, on towns that are unfriendly to business. I could write a book. This is a very friendly town. It's great to be working in a state and a town that is business friendly because you can get things done. So with that said, thank you very much.
2, 3.
Well, photo op, you're going to do it twice.
Right, all right.
One, two, and look up this way. Very good. Thank you.
All right.
Make this one a good throw. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I would think we all have a responsibility to do what's good and what's right for our community and our state, and that is probably to share this positive news. So I would encourage you to go far and wide and share the news that there are people spending money here.